The first team eliminated, of course, waving goodbye to Evil Geniuses at the start of the day. Now we add another to the pile. It's a necessary evil. This is the...
it's the worst part of our job.
That's the product. It is the product of competition. Yeah. You know, some people win.
Someone has to lose.
It's kind of necessary.
Well, I think this would be an absolute banger. I love seeing Anubis, and as Major said, or Maja, or Mia, I don't know which one
whatever
you want
to
to
go
with. He said, whatever you want. So I'm going to Major. They are specialists on Anubis, and we'll see if they can continue to evolve here. MIBR very interested to see what they can bring to the table. Will be a T-side start for the pick of Eternal Fire as they bring out the P250 for Calyx. And they've got just one smoke and a flashbang heading towards the B side of the map, nice and quick here. And that seems to be where they'll be finishing up as well, as 4 start to make their way towards the mouth of this bomb site. And speaking of that, Breno takes a bullet to the face.
Yeah, that's the power of that P250. Calyx gets him in. Oh, and escorts Turtle out. It's done. What is Insani to do? He drops out of mid, hoping to get a bit of an early access point back into Dark. It's XANTARES he has to trifle with, though, and there's 2 more coming this canal. XCloud should have him as well through the mid side. This is, oh, a bit of a slip-up. He's given him the fight, given him the deaths. Fortunately, XANTARES with 2 of his own. Maja will put the cherry on top. That is a perfect pistol.
Yeah, very clean there from Eternal Fire, apart from that little oopsie towards the canals, but still waiting for the B. Little peak there in the CT side. We're seeing a lot of CT teams on the pistol push out towards B with a flashbang. This time, though, the Calyx P250 waiting on the other side absolutely dominates them here. Excellent shots here. Just 2 bullets required, 2 kills found, and pretty much round done at that stage. XANTARES and Calyx fragging in the pistol bodes very well for the Turkish side.
That's what you'd be hoping for. Standard break then for MIBR. They're opted into the Deagles, and even a little cheeky scout thrown in there for good measure. We'll see how far that gets Henny. He's over towards the A site, which Immor is currently investigating.
Well, they are fully invested. MIBR, that is. Pistols, MP9 and the scouts. XANTARES all play in front of the smoke. Bravely pushes forward. Flames to allow him access towards the double doors here. Looks like a bit of an A split is on the cards, but there are 3 CTs lying in wait. XANTARES will be going through Akon. His teammates will set up a full execution from outside the bomb site itself. Look out for smokes towards heaven. Connect Molotov of bricks. Immor with the difficult task of clearing out the baskets area. Exit waiting with that MP9. So he's got the most powerful weapon. Can he step up?
Yeah, thinking better off the smoke. So in XANTARES, he was just about to activate. Henny's going to get back into that forward position to help exit out. Held at bay by that smoke, but all quiet elsewhere. Now the smoke towards mid. XANTARES going to draw attention there. Insani flirting with the idea of rotations. Breno the same. Just poking their inquisitive heads out of Dark, and down goes 2 on the A site. Perfect work from Immor. Patience does prevail. Nothing really for MIBR's Deagles to do now. 1 through mid. XANTARES is keeping him busy. And XCloud, look at the potential from this Rugs position. It's just so brutal to burrow into.
Yeah. Great awareness. XCloud delivers with the MAC-10. Just 2 players remaining from MIBR. Insani and Turtle. 2 very powerful players, but little they can do with this situation, I'm afraid. 5-on-1 now for the young star. Brought in from the academy team of MIBR. And what a performance he's had this tournament. Looks fantastic again. As we see him try and do something with this. Unfortunately, XCloud and XANTARES coming for him. This spot, very common. We talked about this the other day. It's a strong spot, but one people are coming more familiar with now, as you can see.
Yeah, incredibly hard clear considering what's your currently, as you're taking that engagement, you are exposed to main. And of course that jump up headshot side of things. So Eternal Fire up 2 and likely 3 to get off the break. Just 2 frags to be celebrated from MIBR, and this is Immor's double. They got them into the A site and escorted MIBR out of the round.
Well, here we go. Eternal Fire with a bit of a gimme here. It would be an absolute nightmare to give this round up, but almost impossible, I would say. We'll see. Just the USPs and 1 P250 and a B stack here. No one on the A side of the map. They've actually got a bit of a boost towards Ivy as well. So if they do go in towards B, it will be problematic. They'll still likely win the round, but for now a default as they gain access towards Dark. Calyx and Major just probing through, trying to get a bit of information. Throwing in the MAC-10 first obviously makes a lot of sense. He'll probably get a kill and a ton of information that everyone's there. Walking into the Lion's Den now.
Oh, gets so much information in a double. That actually completely topples the boost. Calix has lost his AK for just the one. Now that is going to be something Henny's going to scarper to try and retrieve, but in the grand scheme, Bomb is heading A, XANTARES is coming right behind them.
Yeah, still a pretty decent eco, though, all things considered. They do say the AK-47 especially. That would be fantastic. Henny has that for now. Bomb planted today, as Alex said, and XANTARES coming in from the beach. So Sandy feet. Looking to close things out here. And there's the couple of frags there. No AK-47 taken into the next. And there we have it. 3-0. Great stuff from XANTARES and a buy for MIBR now. So the Henny AWP will be brought out. It's dropped in. And a missed Molotov. Have a look at that. Double kill from Major as he sneaks through in towards that B-bomb site. Round 4. And I suppose a bit of a bonus situation. Alex doesn't say that too much these days, but a MAC-10 and a Galil and 4 players of our helmets. So it's a very important factor here. The lesser weapons are going to be very potent in the first gun rounds here.
Deep dark smoke.
It's actually not really worked out for them.
Maybe it has. And no, definitely a little too
Yeah, because they've extinguished their own molly, but yeah, it still seems to be working fine. We'll take that. Oh, does he know he's in the smoke though? Turtle hidden away, but not for long.
This has worked wonderfully. Perhaps it was deliberate. He can take 2 fights, but either way, Turtle just sitting in the smoke, completely booked by Calix.
Yeah, imagine saying to your teammate, you've missed the smoke, but actually somehow helped me.
Let's make that again.
It was so confusing. You're probably thinking in CT side, is this a one-way? Well, what are they doing right now? But there it is, Calix. He is having an absolute barn burner performance right now, 5-1. Bomb's still down in T-spawn, so they'll just pump the brakes. Wait for those CT reactions, and the reactions coming through. It's going to be a gamble stack towards B. If they end up towards A, rounds over, they'll accept it. But a 5-on-3 in an isolated area like the B-bomb site, you never know. So we'll see if any mistakes are made. A lapse of judgment is possible, but Immor's helping himself towards the A site. He will be there. The sacrifice for information, considering they have such a massive man advantage, and he's confirming very quickly that A is clear. Get the bomb, boys. Head on over. And job done. Very good start from Eternal Fire here, the Anubis specialist. But it is a very T-sided map, Alex, as we're seeing more and more often now. These scorelines can get out of control on the T side, and then things can collapse when you switch over to the defense.
Some of the defenders do collapse there at the hands of XANTARES. Gets away with just 1 HP to spare. And insani and Henny will look to hold on to what little they can. It will be the AWP and M4, but XANTARES is coming and not stopping. Even with the low HP, finds insani towards the T-spawn, and now it is just Henny trying to save that AWP. There's a lot of time on that bomb. It's going to be very difficult, especially with Calix as sharp as he is. Executes him. And EF starting to get a little loud and rowdy. They aren't going to get, of course, ahead of themselves, but the fact that they've managed to keep MIBR to 4 frags in 4 rounds, not ideal, that's for sure.
Well, MIBR have got their work cut out for them. Another round where they're going to have to partially buy into it. Unable to save anything there. Like I said, that certainly, I don't think it was by design, because Calix did throw the Molotov into the smoke, right? So it suggests that something did go a little bit skew with, but overall yields 2 kills. So no harm, no foul, I think, is very applicable there. And that's going to be 4-0. Fantastic start for the Turkish Terminator XANTARES.
Yeah, and he is a Terminator. He is unkillable. No vats of molten lava available, I don't think, to MIBR. So 6-0.
Nice reference, Alex. You've seen the film.
I was aware. I was just kind of reminded recently of the fact that, you know, stone can get so hot it becomes liquid. That's kind of mad.
Yeah.
You know, magma and lava. That's
red hot magma.
Magma. Reminds me of the Pokemon, whatever his name was, Magmar.
Indeed.
Yeah.
So, no, it is a partial buy. There is Kevlar there as well, but keeping it quite modest, taking themselves down to $2,000 per player. Deagles across the board, and a light splashing of utility as well. We're going to see a couple of smokes and more of a mid lane this time. You see insani, Henny, and Breno having a meeting on that side of the map. Exit playing towards the bricks. And maybe just a contact play from Calix and XANTARES, a deadly duo across the years. Reunited for a second time this year. It's been a little bit problematic with the lineup of this squad, but this is probably the best looking Space Soldiers / EF I think we've seen in a while.
Long time.
It's been very, very cool to see. As here comes the execution. As said, a stack towards middle does enable them to rotate quickly, and a very strong flashbang could mean they have a chance here. They're in position.
Yeah, Turkey's finest just walking on in to collect. And again, XANTARES, the impenetrable Kevlar, finally fell as Exit's Deagle nearly found 2. But this one will fall into place for the Eternal Fire squad. Turtle, the last to fall here as XFloud thinks he's got a whiff. Sprays him down through the boxes for a 5th. 5-0, and still just a severe absence of the frags. It's time for MIBR into this next gun round to prove to themselves as well as us that they've got a defense.
Well, I'll be interested to see what kind of tactical approach Eternal Fire have. As Major said, he's been working a lot on the lab by himself, trying to get new strategies, execution, gimmicks. There's going to be so much to find on this map as the weeks roll by. And this is a set piece, Alex. We've got 5 players heading towards A. So buckle up, boys. This is going to be an interesting one. Love watching Anubis just because we see so many different things each and every outing. This will be the full set piece, as we'll see the smoke off towards Dark, and Turtle takes a bullet to the thigh as well, courtesy of Amor. So what is the set piece here? They line up utility. I've not seen this before.
Yeah, we got a quick molly to clear main. Nothing can be close, unless, of course, in limbo. Between the smoke and the Molotov now fading. It is Exit to throw out a secondary.
Yeah, he's the only player towards A. As you can see, insani's rotated back towards B. After that smoke of Dark and the leg shot coming in towards Turtle, not feeling like they have full control of the B bomb site. But 5 players from Eternal Fire ready and willing to go.
I think they're going to, molly and smoke it. So it's an instant pop smoke. There's nothing Henny can do. Stare at the smoke or push through it. He has to push through it.
Bounce.
Eats the flash, force back behind, and now hiding in the smoke over the top. It's Exit down. Perfect pre-aim. Aware of what was most likely the best reaction from the CT on the site. And yeah, look at that. Just by nullifying the options available to the CTs, a full exec into A. One
off the bat as well. Really cool strategy. Works out perfectly. It does help a lot they got that leg shot towards Turtle because it didn't feel safe at B. They had no vision. Double smoke towards the dark room. And yeah, they have to save once again. XFloud has been let off the leash. He's at Rugs right now, hoping to take down a couple of kills as possible as they save. But this is the perfect streak so far. 6-0 locked in as the Anubis specialists continue their run here. Didn't even lose any damage this time, Alex. They've got 100 HP across the board.
Yeah, but we were talking about minimizing the MIBR kills. Well, no better way than winning with 1 kill.
My lord, it's getting out of hand, but fortunately MIBR do save everything pretty much. Excellent execution here. You can see everything is being thrown in and nothing the CTs can do.
I was especially interested just watching on my personal screen the Henny reaction, like what his options were, because he was outside ACON as the util was starting, and
he's got the AWP.
It was an insta smoke. He has the AWP. He starts to disrespect the smoke, and as soon as he does, there's a flashbang in his face. Yeah. He had nothing. Like the only option was to give them the respect they were asking for. But in the meantime, Exit's dead, and the round is lost.
This is why they brought Major back. Like over the years, not known as the biggest fragger, but he certainly is the best tactical mind Turkey has to offer. And this is the time now to really prove himself. A new map, this new lineup, and they're really creating an identity for themselves of being dangerous on this map. I don't think you'll see them play it too often in the future because people are going to be scared of them. Like this is an impressive start to presenting right now. Round 7. Henny with the AWP once again. They just can't get into this one at all. They're not even finding damage, let alone frags.
6 ADR for Breno. Wow. That is a distinct absence of damage. He's got 1 point of damage per round played. That's not how averages work, but you know what I'm saying.
Yeah. Well, there is a slight gap there. Amor doesn't quite catch the cross. Insani on the other side.
He might favor him on the fade, but I mean, Amor's got quite the flick on him. It depends if he's double zoomed. He is. Insani going to try and play off the jiggle. Nades out. Chips away. Very insignificant damage dealt. And still this 3-man lean towards B. Breno wants to take a cursory peek. He's asking for a flashbang. Turtle to take the same.
A little clumsy here.
Oh, quick switch. XFloud staring at the ground, hoping he can crawl away. Breno finds the elevation necessary. And that's a nice opening kill for MIBR. I haven't said that too much.
Yeah, not at all, really. The first advantage they've had this game, I would say. 5-on-4. XFloud down. CTs with a couple of bits of utility, a couple of incendiaries, most notably. Exit there towards the A side. That will be pivotal to stop the A execution here, and that might be coming in momentarily. Smoke's deployed. Molotov's going in too. You'd assume the flashbangs are next. Major to at least lead the charge, but there's the incendiary. Can't do anything for now. XANTARES has actually gained access towards middle while all this is going on, so they might pump the brakes and see what he can cook up.
Yeah, with 30 seconds, it's fair to let XANTARES work his magic. The Terminator making a determination, and he's found Turtle. Henny still clears out Dark. Orp spotted on B. Does XANTARES continue? He looks like he wanted to with 15. The bomb's Dark. You kind of have to work your magic now or never. Breno on the pillar. Dead goes 2 and nothing for XANTARES to do.
Yeah, I think you might be right there. He's in between a rock and a hard place now. Do you save and get no loss bonus, or go for some kills and go down? He might be okay. He's got 8,500 in reserve. Their money's actually out of control, so it doesn't really matter either way for him. He'll hold on to the AK-47 and a flash. His teammates can, of course, buy with more on $13,000. Major, 12,000. So not too bad at all. But the first round 5 for MIBR. And it all comes from this B push. Like I said, it was a little bit clumsy on their initial approach, trying to throw grenades around, but actually got the timing dead on there. XFlow didn't see them coming. And round 7 goes in their favor. Double AWP setup now. Breno and Henny wielding that. Breno taking it towards B. Henny will remain as the turret in the A-bomb side.
XANTARES consistently is just finding the timing and exploiting the gaps he can find in middle. I say gap, insani does just get forced off by the flame.
Well, he plays mid on the CT side as well, so he knows all the tricks in the book. What makes people uncomfortable? It's an incredibly difficult position to play. Decent flash. XANTARES fine for now. Information given over to MIBR that they are probing toward this side of the map.
Yeah, insani's counter smoke though will maybe slow XANTARES. You can see there's a bit of a one-way on that as Immor has actually taken down Turtle. 3 coming towards insani. Chance for him to put his name in the feed. 1 and done. Gets away. Crossfire established. Exits there as well to provide support. It's XANTARES he's trifling with. It seems like, yeah, a bit of a retool now. 3, regather. Quickly looking to advance towards Breno's position.
All coming out of this tight choke point, though. It's going to be incredibly difficult to make this one work. They have limited options of utility. There's just no way to throw a decent flashbang from here. I'll just have to just deep breath, Alex, and hope they can make it through. Here's the first contestant. XFlow just goes down.
Oh!
Breno delivering with the AWP. It's a very strong hold from MIBR. And XANTARES, he's decent, but with 15 seconds left in a 4-on-1, I don't think there's much opportunity here.
No, there had to be Breno's frag as well. Henny will close. But if they had slipped, if that first shot had missed, a very different round. Don't forget, right. insani was on Ivy, 20 HP. Breno's dead. Henny has an AWP for the retake. It is a completely different round if Breno was not quick to the draw. And then he throws in some sugar and spice and everything nice with that second shot, completely sealing the deal. So Breno passing the test. Good to see that we've got those names in the server now. He was taking a while to warm up. Turtle still is.
Really nice round from Breno. That's just what he needed to actually get into this series now. It was a slow start, but as mentioned, this is a very T-sided map. 11-4s will happen more often than not. So if MIBR can find that, they might be onto something. Henny certainly is. Makes his first incision into the round. His rival sniper taken down and more. Calyx will pick up the sniper rifle here and they'll reset, collecting the bombing towards T-spawn. CT with a chance to breathe here and work out their setup. 2-1-2 for now, as you might expect. Man advantage, and still with a double AWP on the CT side.
Let's see if they can find a better recovery. We saw their 4v5 just fall flat in the prior. See what Madge is cooking up now. They've got a full belts. All 4 of them have essentially full utility belts.
3 outside Bs and XANTARES towards the dark room as well. So an execution of sorts coming through. The grenades are out. Flashbangs going over. And XANTARES can't do much with it. He has been mollied out of position, allowing them to focus on B main here. And Turtle ready and waiting. Molotov doesn't land on him. He actually makes his way towards jail.
Been spotted. XANTARES will take that duel and a lot of damage. No conversion. And insani playing around his own smoke. They don't have to rush this. Brano's been spotted out towards the pillar and still good for it. On the AWP, 2 back to turn. insani quick to the draw, and he's not done yet. Puts XFlow down, and yeah, only XANTARES.
If ever there was a man that could pull this one off, could be him, but there it is. Henny shuts the round down, and that's actually to be 3 in a row, Alex. So money still incredibly strong for Eternal Fire, but they're being whittled away at, and it will be their first timeout now as they discuss their options, and starting to be settled down at this stage. They do have enough for a full buy across the board, and here's Breno once again delivering with the AWP. What a shot that was from Insani. The two headline names of this team, I would say now, and that's kind of nuts considering they both came from the academy team.
Yeah, I mean, it's a sign of the times.
Yeah, it really is.
Academy players arriving and immediately just shining.
So you're saying there's no chance for me to come back as a 35-year-old?
I'm saying you could try. I just think your priorities are a little different to an 18-year-old.
Yeah, you're probably right.
You know, like when you were 18...
You know my lifestyle, Alex.
That's true.
I think I maybe could find something.
Actually, yeah, you do live like most 20-year-olds wish they would.
Yeah, honestly, I don't really have to do anything. So, I don't know, maybe there is a chance.
You know, Henry, get back on the grind. Come
I've
back
been playing a
months.
lot of wingman recently.
That's true.
I'm a Boyard specialist. If anyone's looking to pick one of those up, let me know. I'm available. 40 of them in a row. We had 40 back-to-back wins. We've got the perfect setup now. We've actually mastered the map. I'm going to show you the execution when you're back online with Counter-Strike.
I want to check it out.
It's so much fun. So yeah, check out Boyard if you haven't played it at home, ladies and gents. It's great.
And so is Anubis, which is where we find ourselves.
That's the only two maps we play right now. It's like Anubis and Boyard. Like that's kind of it. But I wouldn't have it any other way. We always grind the new maps. Just like when Ancient first came out, we played it for about a month straight. Same with this one. It's always fun with Chad, who's like desperate to learn new stuff along the way as well. It's always a lot of fun.
Yeah, no better way than to learn by doing for a lot of us here at the Counter-Strike
because we've got to learn it as commentators anyway, right? So you're just playing a lot of Counter-Strike. It's a good excuse to play every day, all day.
Yeah, and you find yourself actually seeing things you've seen before. Now Insani actually throwing in some aggression. You know, off the back of this smoke, you can condition them with nothing and then continue to posture up a little more aggressive. And look what this facilitates. Immor's aware of the possibility and the likelihood, but does Turtle rush this? Does he properly jiggle the corner? He does not. And Immor quick to the punish. Insani on the jiggle, dispatched of down to 50. XANTARES, this constant threat in middle. Molotov Dow tries to overstay his welcome and loses health as a product of that. But an early casualty for MIBR. This is off the back of an Eternal Fire timeout. And I like the idea from MIBR, right? Your teammates just called a timeout. You've just won 3 rounds in a row. What do? You throw a little more of an aggressive stance, but Turtle just unable to get the juices flowing. The dude is having a quiet map.
So after 3 rounds in a row, Eternal Fire have got the opening kill this time, and it's the gamble stack once again, Alex. No one towards A whatsoever. So the round, you can call it done, unfortunately. For fans of exciting close rounds, they won't be seeing one this time.
Speaking to 99, I would hope, maybe even 100% of the Counter-Strike
well, some people just are pacifists, you know. They don't want to see any bullets flying around and people dropping dead.
Yeah, they're only happy for the unicorn rounds.
Exactly.
But everyone's a nice pacifist. Just cheering on from the sidelines.
That's a few times we've seen MIBR go into that kind of gamble stack and just giving up bomb sites. I guess like knowing you've got one player towards A, it's very difficult to hold off that full execution, but holding on to the cash, as I said, very T-sided. A lot of rounds to be played still. They've got a double AWP set up and plenty of cash to justify saving these weapons. They've got AK-47 for Bulldog. That's what he's muted. Insani's actually muted, globally muted. So when I'm on Go TV, he's called Bulldog. That's Insani. Caught me off guard. Yeah. I promised myself I wouldn't do that, but
it happens.
Not Bulldog.
It definitely happens. We could sanitize him, but I quite like Bulldog.
I kind of like it as well.
There's Dalmatian, another good one.
Cocker Spaniel.
Yeah, and it turns out it's all the new gen. I don't know if it's just people spam reporting them on Faceit or whatever it is, but yeah. All of the new kids on the block show up as muted.
Poochies,
yeah.
Well, round 11. Eternal Fire bouncing back.
Bringing it back out, Breno. And Henny still equipped with them. Let's see how far it gets them off the back of this save. It's Maja leaning with the bomb towards B earlier than normal, and even actually wanting to go for a quick smoke and quick steps. This feels very pacey. Can Breno and Turtle pass this test? Breno with a resounding yes, gets the bomb down early.
Good flash.
Flash perfect. Quick react out of one, but still Breno. A thorn in the side of this assault.
Yeah, he's looking like a bit of a sicko with this AWP right now. It's another shot connect through the smoke, X-Floud, and the bomb removed.
And Henny, he's going to be good for the close as well. There's nothing left of Eternal Fire, just XANTARES. With the bomb lost deep on long. He finds himself on the canals and very little room to maneuver. Henny's eventually just maneuvering to middle. He'll be able to keep hold of that. And so XANTARES' options are null and void.
Yeah, not many options, I'm afraid. But Breno, my lord, after a very slow start on the map, they were 6-0 down. As soon as he poked out that double AWP, it's been a very different story, I have to say. He saved the day twice now. Coming out of that dark room, he hasn't missed a bullet. It's so snappy and quick. And XANTARES will confirm there's nothing to do. 30 seconds just to sit back and wait. That's all he really can do, and hopefully save the AK-47. But Money okay. He will be able to drop an AK. His teammates can buy around him. But it'll be the last chance. Money's starting to run a little thin now. As we go 7-4, I'll have a replay, and it's absolutely fine to do so. No action here. Breno with that aggressive angle to kick things off, just spinning around the bomb site. This was the shot that really impressed me. Good awareness as well to be ready for that. And he pushing out A with that secondary AWP.
So 4 AWP frags, certainly testament to the power of the double AWPs in this one.
Absolutely.
As you've been highlighting. But there's Breno on your screens as well, the man behind the last 2 conversions for MIBR, with, of course, the exception sandwiched in the middle. But, yeah, 4 MIBR rounds in the last 5 of play. Eternal Fire going to be looking to get a handsome handful on their map as they have been continuing to impress us on Anubis. I haven't actually seen the raw stats, but how good has it been going yet? So a lot. We knew how much they've been playing it over the last 2 months. But interestingly enough, MIBR have as well 12 maps on record to 14 of Eternal Fire.
I feel like any teams that are beneath the top echelons of Counter-Strike, they should be focusing on the new maps, right? 100%. You should be grinding it. You should be getting reps in on LAN. Last week, CCT as well, Eternal Fire were picking it first every single time. I felt like just, even in games that like looked like it was a guaranteed win for them, just to like get reps in on LAN, official practice, see how it feels, and looks to be going pretty well so far. But MIBR, a bit of resurgence here. The double AWP setup was a decent remedy to their woes here in the first half. Molotov down towards middle, flashbang to follow it up, looking for some mid-control. Henny no longer towards A, is actually patrolling middle this time. Fires up a shot and the reaction comes through. Feeling pressure towards middle, they'll push out of the B bomb site. Decent grenades in towards T-spawn, stifling pressure. The Calyx fighting back here. Can't find the double kill, and insani trying to get the hell out of there. Fighting tooth and nail as he finds double headshots there.
That's really big problems for him. Or missed his first shot, and insani's so quick on the punish. And that's when the CT aggression works out. Of course, it felt like they'd been kind of caged after their attempts to do the same on the pistol, just went completely catastrophic. But yeah, this one works very well.
I like that response of MIBR. You're seeing all those grenades flying towards middle. You know at least a couple of people are focusing that side of the map. Let's push out a B. Let's use this window of opportunity, the 5 seconds we know when they're not looking, to cause chaos on the other side. Then they'll have to fall back. Their intentions of pushing towards middle are completely suffocated. But still in the 4-on-3, that double AWP setup looks very strong in this scenario. Full control of canals there for Breno. Rotations through T-spawn back towards the A bomb site. And remember, they've got all the information they need on the other side of the map. So 2 CTs ready and waiting in towards the A bomb site.
Geeky lineup. Where does that go? Madja's just smoked off the rotation through Akon. So insani's not going to have any options available to him. Unless he wants to disrespect the smoke. A second one in, a missed shot from the AWP. There is a little bit of something to be said here if XANTARES can isolate any of these duels. Henny just burns down. Madja's utility has made it into a round, needs them both, and they collapse. Need a plant, need it now, covered by X-Cloud. And oh, I thought he hit it. Breno instead cut down to 7 HP.
I almost fell off my chair with that one.
Jeez. That would have been a wrist breaker. But it is looking like an 8th now, set in stone. You got 2 HP on Breno, and he's just walking in to what is a likely demise. Yeah, that'll do nicely. 8 secure. Eternal Fire very happy with that one. I mean, you've been talking about this war of attrition. MIBR trying to bankrupt the teams, but
right.
it's been a tale of the entire half.
Well, the good news for MIBR is that the rounds they're losing, they're saving like 3 or 4 rifles every single time. So sure that they've lost a lot of rounds, but they still have cash more often than not. As we'll see Orcs come out in this next round, but what a great reaction there. A man down, EF executing in towards A. The preparation comes out on top once again. Great understanding of the map, solid on the executions at A bomb site under a lot of scrutiny. As we'll see XCloud waiting for the aggression once again. Set to the triple nades. Alex, watch out for this. They nade towards the dark room. Here it comes as a player in position as well. Here they come.
Know.
Get ready.
Catch on your head, son. Just about rounds the corner.
Okay, I built it up a bit too much. Perhaps.
I mean, especially when you've had 11 deaths without a frag, that would have been quite a nasty way to concede your 12th. So I'm happy for him. Let's see if Eternal Fire can build off this opening. They did catch insani. As the smoke fades, Breno's looking for answers. This double dark setup, it's very susceptible to a smoke, but they're actually just going to be poking and prodding through mid as it stands. You can see Breno covering up nicely. Madja down. And XFloud right back. If he gets Turtle, it is the end of this B defense. Turtle has to play his life now.
MIBR have been quite good at staying active in these deficits, at least not just sitting back and waiting for the round to fall apart. They've made this competitive again, shutting down the Canal's pressure. Turtle, he will need to do something big here. 0 kills will not do. If he finds a couple here, all will be forgiven, Alex.
Yeah.
That's, Calix will find him.
Turns the flash and finds himself confronted with Calix. Yeah, the bomb to be planted now. Chip damage from the nade, but they need a whole lot more where that came from, and they just don't have the resources. Not realistic.
They'll be calling this one off. And a double AWP setup on the T side. I don't think they'll be taking that into the next round. That's a little bit too wacky for my liking.
Yeah, just attack with a long-range sniper rifle.
Yeah, it's, I guess the only map it's ever historically been viable on would be like Dust 2, maybe. Like, I remember like Titan used to do it, but that's about it. T-side double AWPs is not a thing, and they'll get rid of it. And we'll see a more Woxic's replacement, in fact. Used to be the rifler, now the main sniper. Very flashy, very impressive when he's on. Can be a little bit streaky sometimes, but right now, red hot. We'll see them completely take down that B bomb site once again. What's the word? Equipped. That would be it.
I didn't know what we struggled with there. You nailed it. You said M4A1S. I was like, yep, that's exactly what it is.
Equipped. He's got that one, so it's a cheaper of the two, and he's able to pick that up. No problem.
Wow, look how quick Madja is coming in around these angles. And oh my lord, yeah, the flash must have got exit so dead. They're in A. 1 minute 34 still on the clock. Insani dropped his own smoke to try and hide behind and peek around. But already that bomb's down. They just cut the time in half. Boost over. Maybe they can make something work with this. Forced off, dismounted by the flashbang. Calix on cake.
Oh, they have to give it again.
Yeah, I mean, their money's already so tight, so slim.
Major reading it very well. Once again, he knows that a bomb site's a vulnerable area on the map. He comes in with the MAC-10, does a little bit of damage there towards exit, but Calix to seal the deal. They swarm the bomb site, and it's round over. There's been so many of these, but that's double digits now.
I feel like exit must have been flashed, because he was shooting before anything showed, right? And then we cut to him, and he was kind of partial blind, but if they've managed to get a flash for that really far back org angle, we saw it before, we'll see it again. It's a very effective position for a weapon with that scope. But yeah, Madja made it look very easy. Set up for success by his squad.
Turtle, your last chance to find a frag here, my friend. 0 and 12 right now, round 15. Won't feel good starting the series off like that, but we'll see what he can make of the final round of this first half. MP9 comes out for exit. Henny will have to step up with the AWP if you ask me. We'll see what he's up to. It's been Breno doing most of the heavy lifting with the sniper rifle, but here's a more. We'll probably pull the trigger, but no one to be found on the other side.
Good chip damage landing there, goes both ways. And Insani's aggression, look at that, perfect. Takes Madja out of the equation. A fifth would go a long way here. You know, you get the fifth, you get a pistol, you've got yourself a good shot at making Anubis a little bit more threatening. XANTARES tries to do everything within his power to stop it. They double Molotov into mid, and Insani elevated, and eliminates XANTARES. Quick to the draw, makes that FAMAS look lethal.
Wow, all to play for now. Final round of the half. No one will be saving a damn thing. 5 on 3. Mid-territory obtained here on the T side. Calix and more and XFloud trying to work together here. A tight unit. Smoking off towards the A connector. XFloud thinking better of it. Doesn't want to give up the position just yet. They do
just
walk
want
past
to AWP v AWP. I mean, Immor going to be disadvantaged on this, but baits it with the hip. Henny will hit it on the second. As a 2 versus 5 for the close. MIBR looking to snatch a fifth. The end of the first half. Oh, damn, knocks the shoes off, but it's insufficient. Exit will finish. And it's just Calix. Already been spotted, communicated now by Breno, and 10-5. We will be swapping sides. A very good haul on the attack. The offense from Eternal Fire needs to be matched in kind by MIBR when we return.
but I can't fucking stand you. I'm just so obsessed, I should take better care of myself, but fuck it. Blacked out in public, on that like she upset, but I know she love it. I hate my reflection, and I look at you, all I see is perfection. I'm so depressed and I don't know the reason, just wanna feel better. Hate my reflection, when I look at you, all I see is perfection. I'm so depressed and I don't know the reason, just hope I feel better. Don't know the reason, just hope I feel better. I just hope I feel better.
Wow, yeah, back at it again. Wow, I'm back in the gym. Yeah, that feel like a switch. Yeah, they know I don't miss. Whoa, brought my team with me. Yeah, they know we gon' eat. Whoa, who that with that heat? Oh, that's that RMG.
Back with the team, right back. Crossover lean, Step back for the three, Get him out the feet, Feel like big, 23, MVP of the league. Ball like Jordan, Magic, Burden, 92, this ain't no dream. Got him hooked like a rain, whoa, wait. My whole team, oh, wait. We don't need no play. Shoot like Z, whoa. Big old teams with the team, had a stand for, ayy. Caught for ball, hit the shot, big old rings on the way. Limousine, magazine, cover, moving state to state. In the gym, 24, wanna try, let's set a date. Cause I got a ball forever. Call up the team, we gon' ball together. Ayy, run at the scope from summer to summer, yeah, we wantin' all the pressure.
Wow, yeah, back at it again. Wow, I'm back in the gym. Yeah, that feel like a switch.
What's going on, everybody? We're still cheering on MIBR versus Eternal Fire. Only one will continue to have a chance at the playoffs. It's cutthroat now, you know?
Yeah.
We said, oh yes, okay, day one, day two, there weren't particularly that many stakes. Well, it all comes back home to roost here on day three. It is brutal. MIBR Eternal Fire, one of them to be condemned to a rather early departure from Malta Airport.
Indeed, indeed. Elimination on the line here as we get into the second half. And how many P250s are at MIBR with a couple of them? Got himself 2 smokes, 2 flashes as well. And they're holding up any sort of CT aggression towards middles. And XANTARES will spot the first terrorist on the other side. There's a little bit of damage there and not falling back just yet. Wants the second bite of the cherry here. Opportunities for headshots, but nothing connecting just yet. There's that first P250 striking. Lovely shot. XANTARES does struggle with middle sometimes. Loves to be aggressive, sometimes to his detriment. And down he goes. Mid is wide open now. Calyx will be watching it from Akon.
There's a reason yet. Have insani on that P250. Good at these long-range engagements. As by having this mid-control early, they can pivot to B quite quickly, and Immor, responsible for this, is going to get hectic, because Henny, good for the trade, immediately into dark. It's only xFloud on that site, and he's been deleted. Henny should facilitate the plant off the back of that. Double kill from Henny, and actually reconsidering the plant, that makes sense.
They're sending 2 players towards the cave position here, so it's actually a very interesting plan. Will be almost impossible with no kit to shut this one down. They have no utility except a Major and Calyx now. Can they do anything with this? There'll be no terrorists to actually engage with until they get right up to the bomb.
Yeah, and they're going to work it out a bit too late, aren't they? By the time they actually clear these corners and find that bomb, they're going to have a rather rude awakening. Even though it's Glock, so you have that P250 on Turtle, could have been his frag, but yeah, they've already let too much time go, and Major will get one for his troubles. But that is a successful pistol for MIBR, and as we discussed, they get a 5th, get a pistol.
Yep.
This T-side campaign is certainly not done.
Certainly not. Good stuff, then MIBR working towards middle with the P250s, finding the pick back in towards that B bomb site, and with the open plan towards the cave/beach position, nothing could be done. Simple yet very effective. One bullet straight from the pits of hell. And he taking that XCloud with ease as well. Get this one in slow motion. Beautiful stuff. So, I'm expecting the force buy here. We're going to see a couple of FAMASes, or FAMI, if you want to pluralize it. Julie's for a more, the gunslinger. See what they can make of this force buy. No particular stack spotted, but 3 players in towards the B bomb side. XANTARES, of course, holding towards middle with the MP9. He was getting nuked yesterday by the grenades. It's insani. He's aware of his tendencies, waiting for the peak.
Should be enough to ward him off. With only an MP9, these kind of short-range duels favor him. If insani hits him with another one, he's slither gap taps.
Can feel it brewing
up.
up.
Me too. He's holding just the tiniest angle. insani! Revenge given to XANTARES. If he gets away, oh my lord, the bravery from the Turk to go for more info. Confirms 2 bodies mid, 1 confirmed top B. They've got an idea where the majority of MIBR right now.
Yeah, solid fighting chance here as well. They'll push out of the B bombs. The flashbang is not effective, but the bullets certainly are. Calyx comes out on top in the duel. Turtle dropped, and Turtle yet to frag still, Alex. 0 and 13. Rough, but still in the round. 5 on 3. Coming in towards the B bomb side. Time is of the essence, 30 seconds here. Smoke deployed, flashes to come after, but it'll be a limp in towards this B bomb side.
Yeah, they really need to find XCloud cleanly. He's the healthiest member of this defense. Letting XCloud take most of the contact. Magic trying to hope he can play off the off angle. And okay, lots of frags in the feed. Dust will settle Henny with so much to do, and now only 2. Has yet to reload. He's just doing it on the Glock. The element of surprise not enough. He didn't have the time for any funny business. No reload, no plant. And look what that does to MIBR. Very short-lived celebrations. The music's only just started and already the party's been cancelled.
Yeah, well, there it is. Trying to play contact in towards middle, greeted by the MP9 of XANTARES. Funnels them back towards B, where they are dropping like flies. Henny with 3 kills total. He thought he might stand a chance here, but only 10 seconds remaining, had no chance to actually win the round. It's a very good job there. Eternal Fire force MIBR down to just the pistols here. They are fully invested, just to note that, and they're going to be focusing towards this mid area once again. XANTARES always up for a fight, and will be giving over the rifle. Equal exchange for now.
See how far it gets them. insani, a good candidate to wield that M4 to a effective start. You can see 2 nades available to be scooped up by the CT side. They've got plenty to go around. As it currently stands, there's uncertainty brewing in the Eternal Fire camp. They want answers in middle, and they're going to flash to get them. The whole squad clearing it as a unit. Now need to scurry back to the sites they were responsible for.
Yeah, wanted to collect that smoke and incendiary, which they have done successfully. See whether they can win out in a very key round here. 4 on 4. Loser will be broken financially. Execution towards B likely. Good incendiary as a response. Buys time for the rotation. Maybe slow down. He will get dropped by the Tech 9. And now they can just pump the brakes for a second and work out their next move. They don't have to commit towards B now. Major is normally found in towards that A bomb site. XCloud pushes out of the aforementioned area. And they'll go back towards middle. Maybe an A finish through the connector here.
What a lovely kill call, and it's all off the back of a bit of an overextension from Major there.
Yeah, maybe he got a missed call because he seemed to run around that corner with conviction.
Yeah, I mean, the utility was landing. I understand he wanted to have a timing, but now XCloud is in trouble. Oh, not bails himself out. Double kill on their rival. And now they need to plant with only 10 seconds left. insani has to cover this. insani dead. It's all XCloud holding this side, holding the spray. 4 to knock them on their ass. MIBR thought they had some in there. And XCloud dashes their dreams with a quad kill.
Excellent work there. The Galil continuing to deliver here time and time again. This time in the hands of XCloud, gets the job done. On the CT side as well, perfectly positioned. You can see the time is running so low. No one aware of the possibility of a main, and he finds absolutely every kill there. Quad for XCloud. Normally the clutch master, this time going huge on the A bomb side. Saves the round and maybe even the map, because this is a full eco from MIBR. They've got Deagle, sure, but no armor, no nades. Should be a chance for Eternal Fire to go up 13-6.
It's Turtles time. I can feel it, Henry.
Oh, still hasn't fragged that.
No, this is it. On the jump shot. On the jump shot. Madja about to lose his head. Bang!
Close.
It's a tough shot to hit. Very close. And the smoke from both extremities has been provided. So Dark and Main locked out for 20. Tal will try and maneuver around that. He's got no one to give him the leg up. Bit of a gap on that, actually. Madja might have another pot shot thrown his way. On the fade, Breno shows face. Calix cut down to 59, virtue of that Deagle shot connecting. And even up against this light buy, they know they're up against just Deagles. They've heard a couple and multiple firing off shots. They are going to do this by the book. Going to throw the book at the A defense. It is only Immor. XFloud confirms no one home. And so MIBR, they are going to come crashing into this AWP. They can overwhelm him if he misses the shot. Is Immor ready to deliver? Let's first go. Problems now for him as he's being run down, and it may just let the slip extend. A miss sprays. XANTARES is still there to play, and Breno using that AWP to great success. XANTARES handles him, and the rest getting a bit hectic in a 2-on-2 with just Deagle. Tech9, one and done. Henny now alone in the clutch. He's already got two. Can he close, or is it XFloud again? Back his turn. Perfect for the finish. And far from perfect for the defense, but well handled in the end.
Yeah, absolutely. They managed to bring in AWP into the next round as well, so they'll be feeling good at 13-6. After losing the pistol, they've got 3 rounds in a row in touching distance, picking up their pick. 5 AKs across the board for the Brazilians now. Coming to the closing stages, it feels like. Eternal Fire firing on all cylinders. XFloud with the MP9 once again. Of course, an expensive round was the eco from MIBR. And activities towards the canals now.
Significant damage dealt early to MIBR. And a response attempt from the flashbang coming into Calix. A perfect flash. That is a dead man. Counter incendiary XFloud with only an MP9, and the off angle does nothing with it. This one's fallen apart now for Eternal Fire. MIBR still 5 alive, albeit some hanging on by a thread. 3 members susceptible to a M4 to the head, and even more damage inflicted. It's Turtle, the first to fall. He did find his first frag in this round. Want to make sure that's acknowledged.
Indeed. Well, plenty of time to work with, and scuttling over towards the A side of the map. It's Breno that's actually made his way into towards the bomb side itself. Free frag for exit, and maybe even the round confirmed, because as you can see, smoked off on both sides of the entrance to the bomb site. More waiting the AWP. XANTARES pretty far removed from the scenario. This looks likely to be a save. And nade would have actually killed him as well if he nailed it. Oh.
Not to be this time. Instead, it will be the 7th for MIBR, posting their 2nd and the 1st since the pistol on this attack.
So a few more twists and turns yet, it seems. T-side, very powerful on Anubis, as demonstrated by MIBR here. They will be saving the 2 weapons at least, no contest there.
Especially seeing over the course of this game and many of the ones previously is just that the susceptibility of losing that A site. By virtue of the map design, it does have to be, you know, just a single anchor most of the time.
Right.
Teams know that, and teams know how to exploit that.
So after winning the previous round, it's actually MIBR that call for the timeout now. Coach is just wanting to calm the team down, perhaps. Work out what their next move is going to be. They know they've up against a saved AWP and M4 as well. So want to make sure they actually can convert this round and actually start their streak and begin the conversation as to whether a comeback is viable. I'll certainly hope so.
Well, the complexion of the buy would imply the same. So the competitiveness of this first map of our series, elimination series at that, kind of hinging on what they can get done with this assortment of, well, a wide variety of different weapons. And already looks like MIBR have got a clear intention off the rip. 4 players trying to head towards A is Immor. Oh, that's an AWP. The best weapon in the server for the Turks does get away. Phew.
Just about gets away with it. Down to 34 points of health. Molotov towards the double doors. XFloud just looking to delay as soon as he spots one. Not going for a frag here. As mentioned, often solo anchor on this side of the map. As soon as this flash comes in, he'll deploy the smoke. Here it comes. And he might have a slight chance here.
Breno, flashed, fragged, XFloud doesn't build into it. XANTARES is at least through the smoke, but Turtle flattens them both. High impact from him into this one. The Brazilian may have done enough.
Well, considering what a difficult game he's had, those frags are most welcome. In Turtle's feed, job done. Round over. 13-8 confirmed.
He'd love an exit, he'd love an upgrade. Calyx as well could use a rifle. That's not going to happen for him, but we'll still see if they do leave the A main area. It's Turtle and Henny as it stands. Don't need to move too much further. Turtle perhaps a bit more. Takes the safe path. Path of least resistance as Insani and Exit have cleared it for him. Henny. Scarpers as well.
There we have it. Clean and concise there. Turtle with a double frag, taking his total up to 3 and 16. What you like to see when things start to fall apart for an individual. Has a high impact round, will be able to get his head back in the game now. Insani confirms it. And we get into round number 22, ladies and gentlemen. Elimination on the line in this best of 3 first map. Ejoin is on the pick of Eternal Fire. And an eco here. After saving the AWP and the MP9, they can't justify investing much more with just $2,000 per player. And more will have to do some heavy lifting here. He's opted to go for a peek towards A main. Insani will strike first on his in-game leader. And he'll have to peek out now, hoping to have some sort of impact here. XANTARES will offer up his utility, and for good reason. He goes down through the smoke. That's unfortunate.
Insani's definitely on one now. Just the placement of his crosshair through these smokes. He's very drilled for these fights. Single-handedly giving his team the double they so desire. And now they'll just hit the ground. They know the CTs are going to be having this compulsion to either regroup or re-aggress. Immor's been flashed off. That'll be heard. Exit taking A main space as the bomb looks to join them. This is Insani. He's going to get himself a third. The placement of the crosshair is years ahead of what you'd be expecting from someone with his history. And on a map as well that's only been just integrated into the pool. Looks very comfortable on it.
Thing of beauty indeed. Didn't take any damage en route to finding 3 frags. Calyx and Immor cowering in the corner. White knuckle grip on the AWP. Hoping to hold on to it, but it might not happen. The hunt is on.
Oof, Immor's even, yeah. Gonna have confirmation they're coming. The bait, the switch, the AWP down. It's good from Turtle. Takes it all away from Eternal Fire, and now, yeah, there is starting to see a little bit of belief and smiles on their faces.
At least he can laugh at himself. He's like, "Oh, I did it, lads. I got a couple of kills.
Hey, oh, it feels good, actually. You're right.
Yeah.
Should do that more often."
Well, this game is right back on now. On this T side, they're looking a lot more comfortable. Insani with the tap through the smoke here, takes down Major, and continues to fight frag after frag. Ridiculous scenes, really. Turtle with the double kill at the end. Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. I did it, boys. That's my 5th frag. Let's go. Feeling it now. And on the hunt for double digits. The money is running thin for the Turkish squad. They've got an AWP for a more, but it's glass cannon. As we'll see some set nades from the MIBR side as well. Looking to cause damage here. And it might do enough, but Calyx will find at least a trade.
Yeah, he just stood his ground. Does well to find one. One of the nades shy as well, which may have been a reason he got away with the frag. 4 versus 4. Exit does not want to give this one up for free, but also feels compelled to find some info. And off the flash, presence dark shown. Smoke towards the temple position.
Well, the bomb is outside A right now. Bear that in mind. This all could be a bit of a ruse here. Henny, yeah, feeling like it's probably best not to get spotted with it. We'll move it down in towards the canals. It suggests it might be coming back towards this side of the map. I believe Exit will come salvage the bomb. And they'll head back in towards the B side. Oh, what are we up to here? He was trying to throw the heaven smoke. There we go. Molotov in as well. And they'll go over towards B, trying to force a rotation, and it seems to be working. Good grenade, though. They haven't taken the bait.
Yeah, they're not. They're still sticking around. Madja does not have confirmation on A. Instead, he tucks in just both Glyph.
Oh, this is nice.
I like the double up. With 8 seconds left, he can get one, maybe even two. They don't have enough time for this. Okay, Madja will take all 4. Massacres them as they arrive in his sight. An Eternal Fire show. They are looking for 16 immediately.
Didn't even need the bait and switch. Major mows them all down with a single clip in the M4A1S. Beautiful scene to be. Look at the timeout. 5 seconds. They kind of played themselves there, unfortunately. A little bit of a fake in towards A. Bait not taken. And at that point, clambering in towards the bomb site. Didn't have a chance to check any of the key choke points. And there we have it. Advantage Eternal Fire 1 round away from map point. Yeah, I've got Henny here. Working towards middle. As we said, is Antares. He is known to be aggressive in this spot. AK-47 now. Drops the smoke, confirms an AWP on the other side. Be careful, Insani. Give him an inch, he'll take a mile.
He's looking for style points, isn't he? These one taps through the smoke, just keeping XANTARES on his toes. He's more aware, he's got presence and company. Oh dear. Flashed off, posted up, doesn't pull the trigger. How have they gotten away with that one? Exit and Breno. Just a comedy of errors between the two teams there. But it leaves us still in a unbroken 5 versus 5. Insani taking ground.
Yeah, unclear where we're finishing up here as they traverse through the canals. 3 players en route towards the dark room, though. Breno leading the charge, the young gun. Potentially let off the leash here to try and find frags unannounced as he makes his way out of dark.
Oh, good angle for it. Does eliminate Breno. Tagged up, forced into the corner now as Madja. Same position and a similar result. Gets a headshot into Exit. Smokes himself out of trouble. And with 28 left, they're calling upon Henny to make the difference.
Huge round here. Looking for map points, and Henny doing everything he can to deny. We're down to a 3 versus 2. 1 HP for XCloud, though.
They just need to find this player at the back of Plateau. They need to find Madja. He's so hard to find, but Insani could still come up clutch if he can get the bomb. Bomb is going down. Immor versus Insani, a 1v3 established. This would be his 4th in the round as Immor walks him down. It's a big one to post for Eternal Fire, but so close to magnificent for the young gun of MIBR.
Well, he'll collect his AWP. It's a massive round to find. They'll now have 6 opportunities to close this one out on the CT side, which will be more difficult than it sounds. As we keep saying, it's a very T-sided map. MIBR won't go down without a fight here. They get the bomb planted. They'll have enough for a buy, that's for sure. As we get into what could be the final round here, but as XCloud mowing them down with the AK-47. Madja once again looking strong from the platform position. Insani did his best, comes down to the 1 versus 1. Not quite enough though, but the bomb was planted. Concessions for sure. There'll be a distinct lack of utility on some players. As we'll see, Insani purchases utility in the dying stages of freeze time there. And what have they got for us? What's the play to keep the dream alive and start the campaign? A difficult journey. 6 rounds required. Not impossible, but not likely.
That's for real. The initial smokes have been thrown out, 1 of each side, towards the dark and bridge position, respectively. And this very commonplace 1v1 between XANTARES and Insani, ever the interesting duel, but Seems actually Insani's got a different plan with the boys this time.
Yeah, this will be the B execution. And Major has actually left the sites. He's been very impactful on this side of the map. They have no idea they're about to fully commit towards the bomb site itself. And
oh my
there
God.
it is. XCloud catches all three, but down he goes. Alex dropped. Same story for XCloud, and that could be the round in itself. Turtle once again coming to life here.
Double entry from Turtle. Breno caught out. No trade available, but no need. That was more for survivals, and XANTARES just trying to get himself out, or perhaps fighting his way in as he gets himself a second. Imora Maja through the beach. Perhaps there's some grounds for this.
Yeah, a little bit clumsy there from MIBR. No real need to push through the smoke, and now this round might be back on. You're dead right, Alex. XANTARES, if he gets this kill, you never know.
Oh.
Lots of damage, but that might be it now. Maja will at least explore options for any players retreating here. Good nade as well. I think he gets a kill there. Not quite. Well, that will do. A little bit of a misstep there from MIBR, actually having a pretty much round in the bag and pushing out of the smoke, giving 2 frags away. It will be fine. Money not a huge factor considering if they lose 1, it's all over anyway. 5 rounds in a row required now. Turtle stepping up once again. There he is.
Five consecutive rounds. Certainly not out of the realms of possibility, as you've discussed, Henry. Let's see what their next approach will be. Actually, I like this. Is he going for a jump spot? Yeah, okay. Just line himself up so he can do it as safely as possible.
Well, if they win this round, Alex, all bets are off because they will be down to an eco, and this is a very difficult one to win. They've got a Deagle for Calyx, for Mass for XFloud, and then a couple of M4s. Give this one up. Lost stage will be quite low, and there'll be a real chance, or at least a conversation from MIBR pulling this one off and taking us to overtime. 1 minute 20 remaining. Bomb still down in spawn. As once again, showing a little bit of presence towards the A side of the map. Falling back. Conversing outside B. First mission objective, get control of the dark room.
It's Maja that stands in their way. He's conceded it for now.
Same bait and switch setup they tried before and wasn't activated because Maja got 3, making 4 kills before his teammate could even peek.
Yeah, a little bit of a different state of play now.
40 seconds. They are going to be walking into the Lion's Den here. There are 4 CTs ready and waiting. It's the same fake we saw before. Henny throws the smoke towards Heaven. He'll Molotov. They shouldn't rotate. They've seen this one. They've stacked it now. Might as well commit to it.
Yeah, this should really hurt MIBR. If they can break this, they can break through 5 in a row. They have to somehow get through this stack. Nice from Calyx to trade. XANTARES was boosted up. That's info, but that's bloodshed. XFloud as well with a FAMAS. With only 12 seconds left. Exit's not looking. Insani needs everything. He doesn't have the time for this. XFloud confirms the round, and that is it. Anubis continues to be a map, a feather in the cap of Eternal Fire. 1-0 up in this elimination series. And it will likely be up to MIBR on Vertigo to take us the distance. But so far, so good for Eternal Fire.